Good morning, everyone. So nice to be joining you first thing in the morning. It's actually my favorite time to teach and my favorite time to practice. So I am super excited to be with all of you. Once you are on this video, I want you to check in. So I know there are a bunch of you from Surrey who have just finished a nice warm workout, and now it's time for some recovery. So check in, let me know you're here. We're just going to do a nice stretch and kind of recovery sequence this morning, breath work, a little bit of lymphatic work, and just kind of let any tension go that we might have picked up. Try and release around any parts of the body that's feeling a little bit stuck or sore, stiff. And yeah, get our day started with 2 sessions. Morning, everyone. We've got Roz here, Janine, hello. Franklin, good morning. So nice to have you live. Carla, checking in. Great stuff, everyone. I see there's tons of you online. Check in so I know that you're here. Hi, Paige. Nice to have you join. Belinda, always here. So lovely to have all of you online with me. And yeah, this morning is just a 30-minute session. So we're going to kind of get going from the get-go. And, you know, the HIIT sessions are a lot about giving, right? So it's a lot of giving, pushing, burning energy, you know, working on those calories, all of that I don't know much about. But this part is about giving back, right? So this part is we've kind of pushed ourselves, we've worked our bodies, we've done the, you know, in yoga we'd say it's more your yang kind of exercise. It's muscles, it's heat, it's burning, it's you know, ambition and striving and goals. And this is more of the receiving, quieter, nurture, that kind of side of the practice. So we need both, right? So lovely to have everyone here. Adeeb, so nice to see your name here. Kabibi, welcome again. We've got Alison here, Lorna, Brenda, Megan, Angie Shamey, welcome everyone. Morning, Adeeb. Are you practicing? I hope you're practicing and not just saying hi. But lovely to see everyone popping on here. You know me, I always have a lot. So, as most of you would have heard from Siri, the app is launching. So exciting, guys. Super, super, super exciting. So, what this will mean for everyone is that if you are a member, you will get a login to get logged into the app, and then you will have access to all the Jeff videos, right? It's a lot. I mean, I feel like I've taught a lot of sessions. I think like Siri's reaching like the thousands. So you will have access to all of that. Coach Adrian will be posting recipes on the app. And I mean, if any of you have done any of his sessions, it's just amazing. Simple, healthy food that's sticking to kind of like the guidelines of your one-on-one trainings. So great. The guided runs and all of that. So that's really, really something to consider when signing up. You will be able to track your progress. You'll be able to set goals, complete challenges, and then we're also running, you know, where you can earn badges and kind of set that up to really reach your goals and to live the healthiest life you can, right? So we all want to thrive in life, and what a better way than to have the app to keep yourself accountable if you're not already one-on-one. If you want to up level in your practice, one-on-one's obviously the way to go. Who is one-on-ones on here? Let's see who's all popped on. swiping in and ready to give back. Fabulous. Love the nails. Thank you, Angie. It's a friend of mine that doesn't actually. And I never thought I'd like green, but I actually love the green and it fits in with my whole Jeff background. So thank you. Gardy, good morning. Welcome, Denise. Deep, I'm practicing lol. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but I hope you're practicing. I think you'll enjoy it. Judy, welcome. Megan James, Zelna, welcome everybody. So nice to have you all here. Guys, exciting stuff happening. So, check out the page. I was laughing with Sandine yesterday actually online on the page saying that, we're all talking about monitoring our screen time and how it's almost a bit impossible with a Jeff because you kind of just want to be on there all the time. So it can't be too bad. But let's give it another 3 minutes before we get started. Guys, this app is going to be amazing. It's really, when you see it, you're gonna freak out. The layout is so beautiful. It's hours and hours and hours of work. The team, backstage has been working tirelessly to get this to you guys. I'm going to say like a big shout out, Jono and Siri, I know, have been working out. A 30-minute session is nothing compared to what they've been doing. So well done for everyone for checking in, being here for your sessions, showing up every day. I always say there's nothing better for us as instructors when we show up, for you guys to show up as well. So it's really like give and take for us all, right? Hi, Sarah, welcome. Second 7 a.m. session. Lynn, well done. Isn't it great to wake up first thing in the morning? It's so great. Hello, Jessica. Assalamualaikum, ya scene. Everyone. Hi, Jules. Who else have we got here? Coach Kate, welcome. Debbie, Nikki, Adele, Julie, good morning, everyone. Guys, check in. Morning, Sandine. I just spoke about you. Check in, swipe in, and yeah. So I'm so excited to be up early. You sometimes you need a reason to get up early. I don't have kids yet, and I live kind of on the farm, and so for me it's quite nice to lie in a bit. But I really thrive on waking up early. It makes me super happy to get my day started. And I actually drive a half an hour to get here. So guys, I've already been up for quite a while. I've taken a half an hour drive, which I don't mind because that's my podcast time. And I love podcasts. So welcome. And I'm glad if some of you have just rolled out of bed to start with yoga and perhaps then get into a HIIT session. Absolutely no problem. And then of course, guys, not just the exciting part of the app, but also the announcement of our new instructor that's happening today. So I'll tell you a bit more about that after the session. But I think let's get started. We've got all of you guys checking in. So nice to see all of that. Hi, everyone. Do a quick hello, Kim. Welcome. We've got Michelle here. Yoliswa, welcome. Nora, Sandra, Linda. Can't believe I'm seeing a lot of ladies on here. Ladies, where are your guys? And guys, where are the guys? Caroline, welcome. Verena, Tracy, Sue. Amazing. Welcome, everyone. So lovely to have you. Yeah, I think let's get started. So you won't need anything specific today, pretty much just your mat and your body and your breath. Cool. So we're going to start standing this morning. So you can just bring yourself to stand. So if you did the class yesterday, it's going to be quite similar. We're just going to move through it a little quicker. We have a little less time. And first thing in the morning, you really want to get your body moving, right? So I know a lot of you have probably been doing a lot more movement prior to this session. If you were with Siri, if you're just waking up, take it easy. We're here to open the body. We're here to open our lungs. And of course, to give back, get some movement in our joints, etc. All right, so starting with the hands on the hips, feet are pretty much hip distance apart. Bring your weight onto your right leg. Find your balance as you stack the crown of your head above your tailbone, shoulders above your hips, little abdominal activation. And then raise your left knee, but that thigh is about 45 degrees, and just start to circle your left ankle. So you could have a bend in your standing leg here, or you could straighten it out. Just don't lock out into your right knee joint. And then just release the ankle. So if any of you were doing the hips and you were in shoes or tackies, sneakers, whatever you want to call it, trainers, you want to be barefoot for your yoga practice. Okay, so you're really stretching through the feet. Nice. Change direction. Feel any little cricks and cracks. And nice full deep breaths. Awesome. Lower your left foot and then bring your right foot up. Again, not trying to work this right hip flexor at all, really. It's suspending that leg, but we're just rolling around in the ankle. And so as you move through the practice today, I'd like you just to practice from really a space of gratitude for your body and how hard it works for you. And then just constantly that feeling of your breath, inhaling, nourishing, feeding the body with oxygen, exhaling out any tension you're holding. And that's just a simple intention for the practice this morning. Nice. All right. Lower your right foot down. I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to bring your weight onto your right foot again now, and then flip onto the top of your left foot. So your toes are curled under, like pointing your foot. And then start to add, you don't even need to press down. You can just relax this left leg, and the weight of the leg and gravity will draw down, and you should feel a nice stretch in the front of that left foot. So the more you take that foot forward, the more intense that stretch gets. Hands are just on your hips so they're out of the way, and so that your shoulders can be completely relaxed. Let's take 3 full breaths here. Big breaths. I want you to take big inhales. Make your inhale a little bigger. Nice. Okay, release that foot nice and slow. You can have a look at that foot now, and it should look nice and red when you kind of uncurl it. And that's just a nice kind of rush flow of blood, oxygen, nutrients reaching all those cells down to your toes. Second side, flip onto the top of your right foot now. Ooh, I can really feel the top of my right foot this morning. I wonder why. So you can either keep it here, almost in line with your heel, or if you like, slowly start to move it a little forward. Draw the lower belly slightly in, so my torso is really stable, and then completely relax this right leg, so that the weight of that right femur bone, right knee, shin, that's all moving down to the floor with the help of gravity. Take 3 full breaths. Nice. After your third exhale, don't rush. Slowly release that right foot. Nice. Let's keep our feet hip distance apart. And we're just going to move through some hip circles. So if you've been doing, for me, I feel, when I do a lot of the squats, when I do a lot of the lunges, which is quite linear movement, hip roll is really nice to release that. So moving to the right, and then sending the pelvis forward to the side. And then here, I like to keep my legs straight so that when I kind of swerve around to the back, I open the back line of my legs. So my legs are straight. Again, I'm not locking out my knees. And then you guys might have noticed that I lift and spread my toes quite a lot when I practice. Lift and spread your toes for a moment and notice how that activates your feet. So you start to lift the inner and the outer arches of the feet, and that just brings a nice activation to press down, change direction. So obviously you want a strong base, right? house stands on a strong base, strong foundation. So we want our feet to be nice and receptive and active. So they're not kind of just lying on the floor, and they're not tense gripping onto the floor. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Really get into your hips. Nice. And then next time you come forward, you can kind of pause and bring the spine back to neutral. Again, I'm going to show you from the side. Let's stretch open the wrists and the back of the shoulders and the shoulder blades. So interlace your hands. Flip your palms away from you. Keep your torso, your lower torso and legs completely kind of neutral and still. And start to press your hands away from you. Open the backs of your wrists and then tuck your chin. So I'm just focusing on really stretching through my hands, my wrists, and my arms, as if someone is pulling my arms forward but pulling my ribs back. I'm really rounding. I'm going to tuck my chin so I feel this C shape in the top part of my spine. Let's take 3 full breaths here. So I want you to count them. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Last one. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Nice. Come all the way up. Full stretch with the arms now. Bend your knees and take a side stretch to your right. So now my bottom arm is pulling that left arm across, and I'm trying to get a full stretch across my left rib cage all the way down to my left hip. And then of course this left side, right, is where our stomach sits and the descending line of our colon. So the last part of our digestive system, we're giving that a nice stretch now, encouraging the bowels to move, especially first thing in the morning. Nice. Come back to center and move over to the other side. So again, bottom arm pulls top arm across. Now really stretching, hold here. This side is really where our liver sits and the ascending line of the colon, right? So where the food is kind of moved through the stomach, the small intestine. Now it's going into the large intestine, which is the last kind of journey for everything to exit our body that our body doesn't need. Nice. Come all the way up, straighten the legs, and then take a forward fold as you split your hands. So bend your knees, release your hands, take your buttocks back, and just allow the torso to fold forward, tuck your chin. Alright, so here you might keep your knees bent. If you like, you can play with straightening one at a time. I like to let my hips kind of dip side to side, and then my head is completely soft, my neck is soft. Come to stillness, and then we'll just work with that 3 breath kind of little sequence this morning. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Last one, inhale and exhale. So nice. Bend your knees a lot until you really feel your glutes activate, and then suck your lower belly in to start to roll your spine up. So 1 vertebra at a time. Press into your feet. Stack them. Remember, shoulders and head comes up last. Loop the shoulders up, back, down, and side to sides. Right? So one of the lessons that I've learned on my mat is to take up space. Right? So to take up your space on your mat, but also energetically to take up your space on this earth, to take up space in your life. So we often make ourselves really small the breath becomes shorter. You know, a lot of the time we don't want to be seen, or we're just kind of holding back. I want you to really take up space this morning. So big breaths, big movements. Let's bring our hands back in front of our heart again. Change your interlace. Flip your palm. And now bend your knees. So remember, we just did upper back in our first round. Now we're going to add the whole spine. So tilt your pelvis backwards. That means your tailbone curls forward. I'm getting a nice hollow in my belly. I'm really trying to draw my belly up and in. And then I'll extend arms. And then I'll tuck my chin. I've got this beautiful C shape. Biceps next to ears. Strong, straight arms. Relaxed toes. Relaxed face. 3 full breaths. I know it's a tough one. Deep breaths into the back body. Feel your ribs expand and contract. Second breath, inhale. And so you're really getting a stretch in those intercostal muscles and the cartilage between the ribs. One last breath. Exhale. Nice. Press into your feet. Come all the way up. Take a full stretch. And then again, we'll just take a little simple stretch to our right. This time you can keep your legs straight. And maybe you kind of send your hips a little to the left. Bend your knees to kind of bring yourself back to center. Straighten out the legs. Go over to your left. Maybe hips a little to the right. And then again, maybe a little bend. Bring yourself back to center. Split your hands. Take your forward fold. So you can adjust yourself on your mat so that you're on your mat as I am. You're facing the long side of the mat. Again, just allow yourself to fold forward for a moment here. Nice. And then we'll take downward dog. So look forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to place your hands onto the mat. Okay, my hands are shoulder distance apart. I'm going to step my feet back so that they're hip distance apart. And for this first downward dog, bend your knees to really prioritize the spine. So my head is soft. You can shake it yes, shake it no. I'm trying to roll my outer shoulders down, draw my lower belly in. All right, press a little firmer into your right hand and start to anchor your left hand, and start to anchor your right heel to the floor. So we're in a diagonal. The left palm presses a little firmer, and I'm trying to open the back of my right leg. Nice. Firm your right knee. Almost suction your right thigh muscle onto the bone. And then switch. Press firmer into your right hand, palm and fingerprints, and then squeeze the front of that left leg to really anchor down the left heel. Don't hold your breath. Nice. Bend both knees. Take your feet a little bit further behind you so that you can rock into a high plank. Lower your knees. Hug your elbows in and back as you take yourself through like a slow descending push-up all the way down to the floor. Nice. Legs can stay hip distance, but untuck your toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Bring your hands way forward and wider of your shoulders. And we'll move through like a little, kind of like a rolling through our cobra pose. So let's just come into cobra pose first. I'm going to lift the back of my head to look slightly forward. I'm not causing this kind of really acute angle in my neck, right? So I've got a tuck of the chin. I'm long, so I want this beautiful line from my tailbone to the crown of my head. Maybe that's as far as you go this morning with your elbows on the mat. If you'd like a little more, you could start to almost straighten out the arms. Watch for those chicken elbows out to the side. Hug them in so that the eye of each elbow looks at the opposite corner of the mat. Watch for the shoulders shrugging up, right? You want to draw your shoulders down so the shoulder blades slide down the back body, and I've got no tension around my neck. Okay, so this is our cobra pose. You can see my legs and my glutes are quite active. I'm pressing down into the floor and my back line is nice and awake. All right, so lower yourself back down, forehead to the mat. Let's do 5 full rounds with a breath. For those of you who practice quite often, as you go, you could slide your hands a little more towards the shoulders. That will increase the back bend. Okay, but see how you go. Next, inhale, press into your hands, lift up and get that feeling like you're trying to drag yourself forward off your mat. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift, wake up back body. And exhale, lower back down. Nice. 3 more like that. Again, maybe your hands slide a little further back and you lift a little higher. Get the breath moving. I want bigger breaths from everyone. So not quicker breaths, bigger, longer breaths. And last one here. Beautiful. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Press up onto your knees. And again, find downward dog. So tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Maybe now you start to straighten out the legs a little more. Don't worry if the legs aren't straight or if the heels aren't touching the floor. Again, we always prioritize the spine, right? Nice. And then bring your feet a little closer together. We're going to step our right foot forward between our hands. So you might need to come up onto your fingertips to do this. Look forward, step it forward. If it doesn't come between your hands, don't worry. Just kind of shuffle it forward. Ground your left knee. If your left knee is sensitive, flip your mat if you need to. Okay. Front knee stacked above its ankle. Reach both arms up. And then interlace your hands behind your head. Lift up through the chest. So now we're trying to get this nice opening in the front of our left thigh again. Stretching, lifting up. My head is soft. My hands are holding my head. 3 full breaths. Little tuck of the chin. Strong, active left glute, keeping the pelvis secure. Nice. Neutral spine, reach your arms up. And then take your hands forward. From here, we're going to move into like what we call a pyramid pose. But a variation with our back heel lifted. So raise your back knee. Keep your back heel lifted. And start to straighten out your front leg. Okay, so that leg might not be completely straight, that's fine. Pause where you need to, but then tuck your chin, right? So by tucking your chin, you should feel your back line open, or otherwise, it's 2 strong straight legs. Maybe the hands move past that foot, and you just allow yourself to kind of soften into it. Again, 3 full breaths. Nice. Look forward, take your lunge, and then walk yourself through center and move all the way to the other side. So we're moving back into our lunge. Take your time to get there. Lower your back knee, flip your mat if you need to. Front knee stacked above its ankle. Draw the torso up. Abdominals slightly drawing back. Again, both arms to reach up. Change your interlace behind your head. Wrap your elbows forward. Lift up through the chest. So I'm lifting sternum. I'm lifting heart. I'm not trying to throw my head back. My head, or the crown of my head, moves with this curve, right? Let's take those 3 full breaths here. Activate your right buttocks. Draw the lower belly slightly back. I know this can be intense, but stay with it. Nice, neutral spine, arms up, hands forward. Then this little back line open of that front leg, that left leg, raise your right knee, lift your hips. And again, this is maybe where you stay with quite a bent front knee, that's fine. But tuck your chin and allow your back line to open. And from there, slowly but surely, you'll work that front leg straight. And maybe your spine can kind of reach forward a little more. 3 full breaths. Don't lock out your left knee joint. Those of you who are super flexy, slight micro bend in that left front knee. Awesome. Come back forward into your lunge. And then bring yourself into like a wide-legged stance. So straddle, toes are facing forward, heels are back. I'm really active in the front of my leg so that the back of my legs can relax. And then I'll just show you from the side. And I'm not hanging out in my hamstrings, right? So my weight is on the front of the heels, the balls of the feet. I'm tilting my pelvis forward, thighs are strong. And then your hands can go down. Maybe you're more bent, again, tuck the chin. Otherwise, if your back line's quite open, you might reach for your heels and then really soften, drip the spine down. Just take a few breaths here, should feel pretty nice. Alright, so we're in this direction. Bring yourself into a halfway lift. And then heel toe your feet to hip distance. Relax your head and your shoulders. Bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, press into your feet and slowly roll your spine up. And loop the shoulders. Nice. And then we're going to go into some limb swings. So especially for those of you who have already done a HIIT class, right? When you're burning energy, your body creates byproducts. All right. So there's a lot of things moving around in your body now that your body needs to get rid of, right? One of the main ways it does that is through your lymphatic system. So we're going to get that going by helping it to pump. It moves from the feet up through one-way valves, and the way we move it is through our long exhales. And obviously you don't want your heart rate up at all. So heart is doing its thing, long gentle exhales, and it should feel quite nice. So I like to take my feet a little wider than hip distance. Take my arms out to the side. And this is the general movement. So take a twist, let your back arm wrap behind you, your front arm across to your shoulder, and then back to center and to the other side. Okay, so that's controlled. We don't want controlled. We want floppy arms, soft little give in the knees, and then my heels lift to accommodate my knees so that my knees can move with the direction of the rotation of my femur bone in my hips. Okay, so let's go. Let's do a minute or two. Long exhales. So inhale, long exhale. Inhale. Take an exhale through the mouth, and what's quite nice is to use that, you can probably hear with me, is that SH sound, because then you can hear the length of your breath. Okay, so inhale, and then long exhale. And so maybe you start to feel a little bit of a tingling through your body. That's very normal. You really want that. And what I like about doing lymph first thing in the morning is when you have your focus on your body movement plus your breath, right? Your brain cannot think of a third thing, really, if you really focused on two. So it's such a nice way to cleanse the mind, to quiet the mind, and kind of to know that, the world's not going to end if the mind isn't busy all the time, if you're not problem solving all the time, if you're not goal orientated all the time, right? We need that little bit of a break. We need to give back to ourselves. And we, of course, want our bodies to be in their rest and digest states as much as we can. Okay, let's do just a few more to each side. So worth doing this practice, I promise you guys. All right, start to slow down. And then come back into our equal standing pose like we started. So take a loop of the shoulders and just come to stand for a moment. Close your eyes. Broaden side to side. And then tap into any sensations you're feeling and expand that. Amplify that. Right? So right now, you should be feeling your own vibration. Okay, matter, everything, we are just vibration, we are just energy. So amplify that, amplify your energy. And so that's the space you move from today, from your own authentic self. All right, let's slowly open the eyes. And then we'll bring ourselves to lie down. Not the opportunity to go back to sleep. We're very much awake. Bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Take a little rock side to side. Nice. And then take a full body stretch. Hook your thumbs and reach your arms up above you. Point into your toes and take a full body stretch. Nice. And then again, bring your knees to your chest. Squeeze them in. And maybe round your nose to your knees. And then again, full body stretch, change the hook of your thumbs, reach back, point forward. All right, then we'll just take about a minute of Shavasana. So take your feet out, let the feet flop out, palms up. I like to draw my shoulder blades into one another. It helps me broaden my collarbones. And then I lift my head a little to tuck my chin, so I keep that length in the back of the neck. Take a full breath in through your nose and hold your breath. Sip a little more air in. Hold your breath, really expand, hold as long as you can. And when you need to exhale, exhale out through the mouth with a sigh. And just completely relax your whole body. Keep the breath moving. Start to bring your knees into your chest one at a time. Take a little squeeze. And then raise your left arm above your head. Roll onto your left side body. Pause here just for a moment. And then use that right hand into the floor to bring yourself up into a seat. Easy cross-legged if you can. You could sit on your shins if you need. or maybe legs are just in front of you. Just to close the practice, bring one hand and the other onto the heart. Close your eyes. Thank yourself for showing up. When we fill our own cups, when we have a heart full of gratitude, it really helps us to give and be able to give and not deplete ourselves. So well done for being here this morning, for giving yourself that nourishment and that giving back which we all deserve. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a beautiful Tuesday. Thank you everyone for joining. Happy Tuesday. Well done. And yeah, I hope that felt good in your body. Looking forward to my challenge today. Amazing, Matthew. Natalie, wow to you. Well done everyone for being here. And yeah, like Coach Kate says, and well done for looking after yourself. You know, you guys are so inspiring. You're doing such amazing things. Keep at it. Like I said in the beginning, the app is launching. It's going to take everything to a next level. Accountability is going to be on a next level, right? And accountability is not a punishment. Accountability is you showing up for yourself. Accountability is you doing, you know, especially with the yoga and with the hits, you know, it's all working towards being preventative medicine, right? So we don't try and go until we get ill or until we get injured, and then we kind of look at how we can fix it. We try and prevent that. And so by working with your body, being connected to your body, knowing what your needs are and fulfilling them, right? That's accountability. So well done everyone for being here. Such a pleasure, everyone. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. That's so great. And then, except for the app announcement, which is super excited, we have Kopano, who's our new instructor, going to be introduced on the platform. We're so excited to have a new team member. I mean, I think, you know, I haven't been here right from the beginning, but those of you who joined, you know, Jeff as the new gym in the beginning of lockdown, you can surely see how we've been growing. We've been putting in so much work. We've been adding people to the team who just raise the vibration, and Kopana is going to be no different. So stick around, check your live notifications on the Jeff group, because you will be informed when she is announced. Check that out. And that's just really exciting for us, guys. Thank you everyone for joining. Feel like my mind and body had a therapy session. Amazing. Yay. That is what this is about, right? And you know, I love it. Obviously you guys are going to thank me, and I appreciate that from the depth of my heart, but I really want you to thank yourself, because you're the one doing the work, right? I'm here all the time, but whether you're on your mat or not, that's completely up to you. So really give yourself like a nice pat on the back, and just, you know, walk into your day connected to your own vibration, connected to your own energy, and yeah, take up your space. We are all deserving of our space on this earth, and I think that it's really important to remember that. So such a pleasure. Warmed up for Siri next. Fabulous Kim, enjoy. I think I'm gonna do it as well, so I will see you guys online in a little bit. I think I've got to hop off actually. Accountability buddies, Angie, well done Chantal. Yourselves accountable, keep your buddies accountable. Amazing that you felt that tingling, Laura. I actually just got gooseflesh from you saying that. It's amazing, because advancing yoga is not about gymnastic poses. Advancing yoga is about becoming more connected to yourself, right? So it's feeling the small things. It's becoming more aware, developing your awareness of your body, of yourself. So well done. That's amazing. Is that Walter, Magic, Namaste. Namaste, Walter, Malay. Really lovely to have you guys in the session. Pleasure, Gardy, Judy, Adele. Sally, felt tingling in both my arms and hands. Amazing. That is literally you moving the lymph. That is literally you feeling your own vibration. How amazing. It's literally, I always say, it's the feeling of being alive, right? So it's that aliveness that we feel. Beautiful. Love it. All right, guys. I need to jump off so that Suri can jump on in a little bit. Stay tuned. Get your app downloaded ASAP. Check out Capano's introduction. Super excited. She's super excited. We can't wait. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. We've got 8 a.m. with Siri. 12:30, we've got the Jeff Education with Coach Adrian, who's going to be giving you a few healthy lunch options. Yay, I need that. And then me again later on, 5:30, beginners flow. We look at foundations. We look at alignments and those kinds of things to get you started in your yoga practice. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you so much. And I will see you maybe later or maybe tomorrow. Ciao.